Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to see how to add light mode and dark mode in your Flutter app and how to change it with the switch of a toggle. And we will also see how to persist the data whenever the app gets killed. So now if I start my app again, the app will open in dark mode. So we will learn how to do this using shared preferences. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So the step one of this project would be to add the shared preferences package in your pubspec.yaml. You add it like this, and now you call pubget and wait for the package to be added. The package has been added. Now let's move on to step number two. In step number two, we will create a new file called as const.dart or constants.dart, and we will need three things in here. The first thing is a boolean which tells the current state of the app or the current theme of the app, and we will need two different type of theme data which will distinguish between the dark theme and the light theme. So first, let's create our boolean variable. So this is our isDark boolean which tells us the current theme of our app. Next, we will create a theme data called as dark theme, and we will store all our theme data for a dark theme of the app. Like whenever our app is in the dark mode, my whole app theme will be this. The brightness would be dark, the primary color would be amber, and so on. And similarly, we will create a light theme as well for the light mode of this app. So this is my code for creating the dark theme and the light theme. So this concludes our step. So in the next step of our app, what we'll do is we'll create the switch that we have seen in the app. So for that, I'll just add the switch widget which is already provided by Flutter. The switch widget needs a value and it needs an onChange function. The value is basically a boolean value which tells the switch is enabled or disabled. So the value will be the isDark boolean variable. And in onChanged, what we are doing is we are setting the current state of the switch and we are putting it in the isDark variable. So our whole theme depends on the isDark variable, right? So whenever my switch is toggled on, I'll switch the dark mode on. And whenever my switch is toggled off, I'll switch the light mode on. Now, how do we do this? So basically, we know that we are storing the current theme in the isDark variable. Now, we need to find a way to tell Flutter that whenever my isDark is true, you give me the dark mode for the app, and whenever my isDark is false, you give me the light mode of the app. And we will do this by changing the theme property of our material app widget. So let's see how to do that. Here in the theme attribute of the material app, what we'll do is we'll create a ternary operator which will be like this. So this is the code that we would need. What this code does is basically if our isDark variable is true, the theme would be dark theme, and if our isDark variable is false, the theme would be light theme. This is what you want, right? Whenever we toggle and whenever the value of isDark is true, I want the dark theme, and whenever it is false, I need the light theme. So basically our light theme and the dark theme of this app has been created, and we can toggle it with the help of a switch. So the next step is to persist the data. Whenever the user closes the app with one particular theme, and when he opens the app once again, the theme should be maintained. It should not be like he has closed the app with dark theme, but when he opens up, the theme is light theme. This should not happen. So for that, we will use shared preferences. So let's see how to use that in this current scenario. So first of all, we will need two functions called a save theme and get theme. The save theme will store the current theme in the shared preferences, and the get theme will get the current theme from the shared preferences. So let's create those two functions. So this is my save theme function which stores the current theme in the shared preferences, and this is my get theme function. So now what we'll do is we need to call this function somehow. So first, let's think of how we can get the shared preferences and when do we need to get the value from shared preferences. So we will need the value from the shared preferences whenever a user has started the app for the first time. So basically whenever he restarts the app, we need the current theme and we will get it from shared preferences. Since the shared preferences gives us a future, we will need to build a future builder, and we will need to wrap our material app around that future builder for this to work successfully. Future builder will wait for the get theme to return the value, and then it will render our whole widget tree. I've already built the future builder down here, and you can see that the future builder is awaiting on a boolean value which is provided by this get theme function, and whatever the get theme function provides will be stored in the snapshot. If my snapshot has data, then I'll return the whole app, or else I'll just return the circular progress indicator. And now in our is theme, we will change this is dark to snapshot.data because our current theme is stored in snapshot.data, right? And if it is null, which it won't be, but if it is null, I will set it to true. If my snapshot data is null, my value would be true. My default value is true. It means that I'm in dark mode. Now similarly, I'll go here in the switch and I'll change the value here as well. And I will set it to snapshot.data, and if it is null, then true. And now we have successfully got our theme, and we have set rendered the screen however it was. So if the theme was dark, we have rendered the dark mode, and if the theme was light, we have rendered the light mode. Now what we have to do is we have to think of saving the current theme, and we will do that in our onChange function. So whenever the user toggles the switch, we are changing the theme of the app, right? And in that instance only, we need to save the current theme in our shared preferences. So I'll call this save theme function in this onChange button. Great. Now let's try to test our app. So my app has started successfully, and it has rendered first in the dark mode because our isDark variable was true. Now let's switch the toggle, and you can see we have gone into the light mode because of this isDark. Now when I switch it again, I have got into dark mode. Now let me switch it to light mode and let me stop this app. Now let me clear it from my recent memory. Now you remember that our app started in dark mode, right? But now since we are taking the value from shared preferences, my app should start in light mode. And as you can see, it has started in light mode. Now I'll toggle it again. I'll close it. And now I'll once again start it to see if it has started in dark mode or not. And yes, it will start in dark mode because we are using shared preferences. So this is how you create a light mode and a dark mode in your app, and this is how you control it using your toggle switch. And you also saw that how we can persist this data even if the user kills the app, so we can store his or her current theme preferences using shared preferences. So if you think this video was helpful and if you learned something, so please do like and share this video among your friends. Until then, meet you in the next video with some more amazing tutorials. Until then, goodbye. Thank you.